Say again, please.
Houston, we have a problem.
This.
Give me all you got!
Listen,
Give me all you got!
swear me and my brother.
I can tell you I don't have money, but what I do have are a very particular set of skills.
Right now! I want to talk! You kill him! You kill yourself, you motherfucker! Give me back my son! Help! I didn't kill my wife! I don't care!
Hello and welcome to another episode of Stand and Watch, the best and only dad movie podcast you're ever going to listen to because we killed all the other ones.
That's right. We kissed a pretty lady on the elevator, and then we turned and bashed the other dad podcasters in the brain.
We stomped it. We stomped their heads.
We stomped it as like some very nice synthwave music played. It's a very nice moment.
It was a great
Peaceful.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Nick.
I'm Matt. Hi, Steve. Hi, Standees.
Hi, Steve. Hi, Standees. And we are joined by a special guest. We have another Matt in the house, Matt Jones from the I'm Not Crying podcast. Matt Jones, welcome.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, Matt and I did an episode about Big Fish, a show that we're going to be doing here in the future, a movie we're going to be doing in the near future for this show. Yeah, that feels like a year ago, but it was only a few months ago.
You're right, though. Yeah, that is just time, I guess, for you.
Yeah, it's crazy out there. The time is flying, but not fast enough, but also too fast. Yeah, I've got nothing, man. The world, the gas is $5.
Oh, yeah, I know. I had like the same not adding anything new to the pile complaint when I got home from the grocery store today. I just thought, I know I'm the millionth person to say this, but wow, that was expensive.
Yeah, I was at a quarter of a tank the other day, and I was like, oh, let me fill up now, it'll hurt less, and it was still $44, and I was like, oh, no, damn, I hate this. It's no good. What about old Matt Fresh up in Canada? How are things up there? Are you guys in any conflicts right now, or everything hunky dory?
I mean, when your guy does things that it kind of ruins it for the rest of us.
Okay, good. I'm glad you're in the mud
Facts.
with us.
Yeah. Well, we're not as bad as you, but
No, not nearly. Not nearly. I mean, it could be worse. You could be watching the Mario movie. Either one. They're both bad, but could be doing that. You could be. I did see a palate cleaner today, or palate cleanser. The drama
was
was the drama was a nice palate cleanser from the Mario
Oh,
movies.
cool.
I liked it. I liked it. I don't want to spoil it for you guys because the best parts involve me spoiling it. But I liked it. I think Zendaya was really good in it. I didn't realize Zendaya was going to be in like 10 movies this year. So
all with Robert Pattinson, apparently.
Apparently, I think a lot of people are going to be tired of Zendaya by the end of the year. How everybody felt about Pedro Pascal last year is how they're going to feel about Zendaya by the time we hit December this year.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a good analog.
But
Yeah,
I think
I want to see the drama.
it was really good. It was weird. It was a little weird, but
Yeah.
it's a thinker. It gets you thinking, and that's all I'll say. It's got that one pedophile from what's that movie? The movie we didn't like, Licorice Pizza.
Oh,
When you say that, people will think the actor is the pedophile.
No, she played a pedophile.
oh, okay. You're talking
Is that
like
it's
Alana.
not? Is it Alana Haim?
Yeah.
She also plays a disgusting character in this movie, so have fun.
Yeah, interesting.
She's got a typecast, and it's just the best friend that everybody hates, and she's really good at playing that.
Is that this is the same guy who'd made Dream Scenario?
Yeah. This was Dream
Yes.
Scenario and Sick of Myself.
I liked it. I liked it. It's got that A24 issue where it kind of just meanders for a little bit, but that's every A24 movie I've ever seen.
Hmm.
It's like, oh, we gotta fill like 10 minutes. Let's have them run through the field for some reason. Cool, do that. They don't run through a field in this one, but again, like I want to get into the spoilers with it, but I can't. So I'm gonna shift gears and start talking about our movie today. See what I did there? That was a good segue. We're talking about Drive, 2011's Drive. In case you couldn't tell from my stylistic killing of other podcasting dads in the elevator. Let me just pull up. I got the wiki here. Drive is a 2011 American action drama film directed by Nicholas Winding Refn. Screenplay written by Hossein Amini is based on James Salas's 2005 novel. The film stars Ryan Gosling as an unnamed Hollywood stunt driver who moonlights as a getaway driver. He quickly grows fond of his neighbor Irene, played by Carey Mulligan, and her young son Benicio. When her debt-ridden husband Standard, Oscar Isaac, is released from prison, the two men take part in what turns out to be a failed $1 million heist that endangers the lives of everyone involved. Film co-stars Bryan Cranston, Albert Brooks, Christina Hendricks, and Ron Perlman. Producers Mark Platt and Adam Siegel optioned the source novel after Siegel read a review from Publisher Weekly. Adapting the book proved to be challenging for Amini as it had a nonlinear narrative. Gosling, one of Platt's top casting choices, eventually signed on for the lead as he wanted to star in an action-oriented project. Gosling played a pivotal role in the film's production, which included hiring Refn as director and Beth Mickle as production designer. Newton Thomas Siegel oversaw the principal photography, which started on September 25th, 2010. Was shot on location in LA and edited November 12th. Blah, blah, blah. Several critics listed Drive as one of the best films of 2011, including the National Board of Review. Its accolades, including a nomination for Best Sound Editing at the 84th Academy Awards. The film was garnered a cult following since release, and it should have been nominated for Best Picture. I looked at that year. Not that good of a year.
Was that the
What
year
was
of the artist?
That was the year of the artist. The other noms that year were The Descendants, Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close, Oof. The Help, Hugo, Midnight in Paris, Moneyball, The Tree of Life, and Warhorse.
Okay.
Still can't believe
I think-
Moneyball didn't win.
I think you can still, I think you can take Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close out. Sneak in Drive. I've never seen the artist personally, but anyone I know who's seen it has been like, it's fine. It's cool that it won. Whatever. It's a, what is it? It's like a, isn't it like a kind of like a tip of the hat to the old, what'd they call them? They weren't talkies. What were they before they were talkies? Just
Silent,
movies?
just silent films.
Just wait. Are they called movies because people are moving?
Yeah, the moving,
They're
the
mo-
moving image.
They're moving pictures.
Yeah.
Oh my god! What?
Ladies and gentlemen, Nick has had an epiphany.
This changes everything.
At 35 years of age, he's learned what movies mean.
Close.
It's never too late.
Who do we want to do for the smell test? I have to get out of this moment. Not too many choices here. Gosling, Mulligan, Cranston, Brooks, Isaac, Hendricks, Perlman, James Barberry, who played Cook, Russ Tamblyn, who played Doc.
Let's do the guy who played Cook.
The guy who played Cook. Ooh, no picture. Let's see what happened. Let's see.
Any skeletons in this guy's closet?
No, nothing on him. Just what the movies he's been in, which has been a lot, but there's nothing. Like, he seemed to be a very offline guy. He was born, and that's it. That's all early life is. Hey, he was born.
So he either passes the smell test and he's a good chap, or he's got a great PR team.
They buried everything. Good on you, James Barry, passing the smell test. You know what else passed the smell test is our dad-approved Letterboxd reviews. We pulled these. I've got mine right up here by Eric Hatch, who gave the movie 3.5 stars, which I shook my head at. And the review reads, "A sad man transport a toothpick from one Los Angeles location to another."
You know, when I read that, I knew you'd pick it.
It's a good joke.
Yeah.
I don't approve of how many stars they gave it, but I do approve of that joke.
I got mine here from Jeff Borislow, who gave this movie 4.5 stars and wrote, "I too want to totally fuck up my neighbor's life."
And then Matt Jones, do you have one for us?
Yeah, so I was actually, I guess I was thinking about, I guess I interpreted the dad letterbox review as I was thinking about how my dad would write a letterbox review.
Ooh, I like this.
Rather than being a dad joke, which sent me back to, so I brought up Letterboxd. I started looking at the reviews from the earliest to the latest. Read a lot of reviews. I think ultimately, maybe I could tell you about what I would conceptually imagine a Letterboxd review that my dad would leave, which he would not.
I like this angle.
Okay, so yeah, I think in my mind, a dad-based letterbox review for Drive would hinge purely on the accuracy of the car-based scenes and how the car functions. That's what I've got.
Would he be like, well, that engine wouldn't make that noise?
Yeah, yeah, and maybe not him. Maybe not even him specifically, but I'm putting together kind of like a universal dad image in my mind, and that they would all contribute to wanting to talk about the accuracy of the car noises. Yeah.
I love that. That is a very dad thing. Well, actually,
Well, actually,
that
the rev of this engine is about an octave too low.
Mhm.
sounds like a V6. The engines in those cars are not. No, absolutely not. No, I like it. I approve. I approve of your angle of the dad letterbox reviews.
Excellent.
Well, actually, he's driving an automatic.
Well, actually, oh yeah, yeah. Hey, maybe your dad would like the IMDb goofs that we'll get to later. Those
That's
guys.
I could see that being a hit.
Those guys. So yeah, Drive. Did anyone here see this for the first time, or have we all driven before?
Oh yeah,
Matt Fresh.
definitely.
I don't drive much, but I have seen this movie.
Okay. All right. All right. Completely forgot a lot of the midsection of this movie as I was rewatching it. Like I forgot Oscar Isaac was in it. I
Mm.
forgot about the whole Christina Hendricks being there, and they go to the hotel and then they get ambushed at the hotel. She gets fucking obliterated with a fucking shotgun to the head. Which I was like, no, Joe, no.
Roger will be so upset.
Yeah.
Who's gonna take care of Wesley? Who?
I did remember I think the one thing I remembered about this movie was the Christina Hendricks scene in the bathroom. And I remembered it opening the movie, so I got that wrong. But yeah.
I
I had completely forgotten that this movie opens with just a 9-minute getaway.
Oh yeah.
which is fine. Which is fine.
It's a good
Yeah.
getaway. But I always remember the movie opening with the credits.
Yeah. I didn't realize because I thought the movie started with Night Call playing. I didn't realize that like no, you get a little bit of like I think there's another like song and then
Yeah.
I think it's after they get away, that's when Night Call starts.
That whole
Mm.
chase, it's like 9 minutes long, and that song plays over the whole thing, and then when it's done, the credits start, and then you get Night Call.
We all did a bit of misremembering. Did you guys see it when it came out?
I don't think I did. I think I
No.
was too busy in school
Yeah.
to step away and go see it. I wish I had though. And if you told me my theater was playing this tomorrow, I would skip out on my kids and go watch this in the theater.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
this feels like it would be a really fun theater experience to have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know I definitely saw it in theaters. Yeah.
I'm jealous. I'm jealous of you because again, this is one movie. Every time I watch it, I'm like, man, this had to really play well in a theater.
Yeah, I think I remember definitely leaving it with my friend and thinking like that guy is the coolest.
I want that jacket. Give me that
Yeah.
goddamn.
Oh
Everyone in
man.
the theater left wanting that jacket.
People still
Everyone,
want that jacket.
everyone was googling how to get jacket from Drive.
The jean jacket he
Some
wears in the motel scene is also really cool.
That's
Oh
also
yeah.
a really cool jacket.
I d
He's
I determined this because the day I watched this movie in quick succession with Blade Runner 2049, and I very much determined that the cooler the jacket Ryan Gosling has, the better the movie.
He has one in
Hmm.
Hail Mary also.
Every
Oh wow.
cool jackets are to Ryan Gosling what running is to Tom Cruise.
Is that
Mhm.
I was gonna ask,
Okay.
is that like Jason Statham's like I can't get beat up? Ryan Gosling's contract is like he needs a cool jacket.
I don't know. Maybe he's just they're just attract movies with cool jackets. They're like, we got to get Ryan Gosling.
He's reading the script and he's like, he's got a cool jacket. Call my agent. Get me on this right now.
He's
And
got
that's why
so many cool jackets.
he's not that's why he's not that's why he agreed to do the Daniels movie and then he saw there wasn't a cool jacket and he's like, actually I'm out. I'm out. I can't do it. I can't do the Daniels. Add a jacket and maybe I'll come back.
I think there's something to that. I truly believe that that is a real thing.
The and you know I'm bringing this up just because needle drops are fresh on the brain from the madness I've experienced the last few days, but really good needle drops in this.
Mm. Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, Under Your Spell, there's the earlier one. Oh, what is it?
There's a Real Hero.
Real Hero. They
College,
play it
yeah.
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing. And this is one of those movies that actually like uses the music to like, give us a little bit of what Ryan Gosling's thinking in that moment because we don't really get a lot out of him. He's just kind of smiles and looks weird and doesn't really have much. We don't even get his name. Everything you read about this movie just refers to him as Driver.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, no name. He doesn't get a name. No.
I think the only thing people call him in this movie is Kid. Bryan Cranston calls him Kid. The
Hey,
Kid.
kid, get over here.
Yeah.
That makes
And
sense.
and Bryan Cranston's underpaying him too.
Yeah.
That bastard.
I
I
mean,
wasn't mad. I wasn't mad when he got killed. I was like, good.
well,
Good.
he could have been joking, but he probably wasn't.
No, he was a skeevy junk guy, garage guy. He's like, nah, I'm underpaying him. Don't tell him no. Don't tell him. I believed every word. I believed every word he was saying in that moment. I'm just gonna come out and ask it right now because I think we all love this movie. Is there anything anyone hates about this movie? Wow.
Nothing comes to mind. I feel like rewatching it was just an escalating series of minutes to where I again reminded myself that it's a super cool movie. Like that was, I mean, I thought with your thing about Bryan Cranston is I did think they were, that he was quite nasty to Mr. Cranston. I didn't want that to happen to him, but it's okay because I feel like it fits with this again, like this escalating violence that completely takes over everything in it.
Is this the most evil Albert Brooks has been in a movie?
Probably.
I've been looking through. No, he was the good guy in Finding Nemo. Depending on who you ask. Yeah, man. I think this might be his. This his only bad guy he's ever played? Well, he was in I think he was the bad guy in El McKay, but I haven't seen that movie.
I think he was. I'm pretty sure he was the bad guy in Out of Sight.
Oh, the John Travolta movie?
No, the
No,
George
that's not John
Clooney
Travolta.
movie.
George Clooney. Hmm.
But he
Oh,
wasn't
he was
like
the tiger.
he wasn't like
Dr.
nasty in
Dolittle?
that because Out of Sight is like a comedy.
Wow. But I do think this is his most dastardly, most evil. I mean, he straight up cuts Bryan Cranston's wrist and he's like, "It's over. It's over. You're fine. You're good. You're good. Just hey, it happened. You're fine. You're fine. You're
know.
dead."
He's very calm about it.
Yeah, like he's done that a few times. I also liked the very young Oscar Isaac in this. I think he was only like, what was this? This was
2011.
16 years ago. This was 16 years ago, so he was like right at 30 in this role.
Wow.
Yeah, very pre-Star Wars Oscar Isaac.
Pre
Acting his
Inside
ass off.
Llewyn Davis.
Oh, yeah.
Standard. What a name.
What a name.
What a name.
Oh, and he kind of plays a creep, but he plays a creep. He's like, she was 17.
But
Like, no, stop talking. Stop telling your kid that his mom was 17. Stop.
Man.
I was waiting
What
for
are you
him. I
doing?
was waiting for him to say his age.
Please say you were 17 also.
Yeah,
Please
I was
say
like,
you were 17
I was waiting. I
also.
was like, please say you were 20 and thought she was 19.
He's like, I was 34. No,
Mm.
no, Standard. Stop it. Stop. Stop talking, please.
Sorry, I'm just to go back. Out of Sight is the Jennifer Lopez movie with George Clooney.
Yes,
Oh wow, that's a great movie.
I
it
don't
is a
think I've
good
seen that
movie.
one.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a while, but I'm pretty sure Albert Brooks is the bad guy because I know they rob him.
Yeah, I did not remember that. Yeah, yeah, you should watch it if you get a chance.
Out of Sight. I gotta find something to double feature it with though.
Yeah, I recall it being like an incredibly sexy movie.
It is very good.
Yeah.
You-
For
you-
Drive, I could have. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say you could double feature it with Jackie Brown because Michael Keaton plays the same character in both movies.
They're sequels. I will say the one thing about Drive, I can take or leave Ron Perlman in most roles. He's just being Ron. He's just being Ron.
Yeah.
I don't mind Ron Perlman. I think I don't know what I feel like in this movie, everyone's a real person, and then here's Ron Perlman playing an Italian. You know what I mean?
He gets a satisfying death though, just getting his car rammed off a cliff.
He does, but I feel like, everybody in this is playing like a plausible, human person, and then Ron Perlman is like walking into frame straight out of Dick Tracy.
Mm.
And I do think his scheme's a little convoluted. It's like, well, we were gonna rob the place, but then say we didn't rob the place. So I don't think I quite understood the setup. So they were setting up Standard and Driver and everybody, and they were just gonna take the money to start a new gang somewhere. Like, am I remembering this correctly?
Or it was to get rid of a guy had come from the East Coast with $1 million
Yeah.
to potentially start up an operation that would go against theirs.
Hmm.
He stashed it, so then they stole it from him to frame it on, Gosling and crew, I think.
But they didn't. So the cops come and they claim that nothing was stolen, so they can go after Gosling and just have the money. So they're basically laundering money through Gosling, right?
I don't know.
But no, the moment when the clock is ticking, he's sitting there waiting. Christina Hendricks comes out and she does her little wiggle walk all the way to the car. Clock's still ticking. That second car pulls up. We're waiting for Standard to come out, and he comes out and gets just blasted dead, and they take off. Nice little chase. Probably my favorite part of the movie is that whole chase.
Oh, it's a great chase. Yeah.
And then we got the romance of Carey Mulligan's character, who's very smitten with Ryan Gosling. There's this whole awkwardness when Standard gets out of prison, and you're like, oh, fuck, Standard thinks Ryan Gosling's been fucking his girl. But then they're cool. They're cool out of... No, he's like, hey, man, who kicked your ass? I'm going to help you rob this bank, but only for your girl and your kid to be safe.
Look, it doesn't matter if you think they're porking your girl. If a guy has a cool jacket, you be his friend.
You be his friend. He was just standing there. He doesn't say anything. He's just... Gosling's so cool. He just locks his door and he's like, hey, hi.
This movie was the start of those he's literally me memes, right?
Yeah, basically.
All those all those Ryan Gosling, me in real life. Like, this was the start of that.
Yeah.
Just a guy with a cool jacket who doesn't talk. Just wants to eat pie alone in a diner.
I think this movie produced and in some ways reproduced a masculinity crisis that felt very traditional to me. And I was totally smitten with him. When I saw it, I thought, wow, this is the cool thing to do. You don't say a lot. You stand there and look cool. You have a toothpick. You're clean that way. You're not even smoking a cigarette. Yeah, I feel like it was this is how I need to be in the world.
Yeah, you have a toothpick, a cool jacket, you eat pie in a diner alone, and you drive through the city at night while listening to just moody music.
Stop it. You're making me yearn for my youth. Stop
Yeah.
it. By the way, his 2011 was crazy. So he opened with Crazy Stupid Love, and then Drive, and then The Ides of March, which I haven't seen, but every time I see a trailer for it, which by the way, I saw a trailer for it on the Blu-ray of another movie we were watching, and yeah, I was like, man, I want to see that. I don't know if it.
I've been meaning to watch that for years, and I was gonna watch it.
I was
gonna watch it this year
also
on
really
the
good-
Ides of March, and I didn't. I gotta wait
You
till next
forgot.
year.
We should add it to the wheel. But it's got a really cool movie poster where it's Gosling, and then he's got a magazine of Clooney, and it's half his face, half. It's just a really cool. It stands out.
It is a cool poster.
And that's just one of those. Yeah, it's just one of those movies. Wow! And then he followed that with The Place Beyond the Pines. Wow! What a good,
cool.
what a good year.
His
Don't do this
whole
20
his whole
don't do this
filmography
2013.
his whole filmography after The Notebook is really great.
Yeah.
Here, let's take a little let's take a little cruise on theme. That's on theme with Drive. Let's take a little cruise through his filmography from that point. So yeah, The Notebook in 2004, 2005 he does Stay, 2006 Half Nelson, 2007 Fracture, and then Lars and the Real Girl, Matt's favorite movie of all time.
It's not my favorite movie of all time.
Lars and the Real Girl, though, he does incredible singing in that. Like he does his yodeling singing voice, which I think about all the time.
Is that what got him Barbie? Or is that what got him La La Land? They were watching Lars and the Real Girl and they're, we need him.
He
We
also
gotta
does
get
he
him."
also does a really good like Tiny Tim in that movie.
Oh wow, I gotta
Uh,
rewatch that.
2010 Blue Valentine, All Good Things, and then Regeneration. We talked about 2011. He only did Place Beyond the Pines in 2012. 2013, you can kind of take or leave. He did Gangster Squad, Only God Forgives, which Matt just watched. How was that, by the way?
I wouldn't have booed it at Cannes, but it wasn't great.
Okay. White Shadow, 2014, he did Lost River, My Life, directed by Nicholas Winding Refn. I'm guessing that's a documentary. Okay, now here's where starts to get good again. 2015, he did The Big Short. He has that reoccurring character throughout the movie. 2016, he does The Nice Guys in La La Land. 2017, Song to Song, Blade Runner 2049. 2018, First Man. And then 2022, The Gray Man. 2023, Barbie, which is fine. I think he was the best part of Barbie. Shoot me for saying that. I don't care. And then 2024, The Fall Guy.
Okay.
And then Project Mary Now. So
Look, he could have easily, after The Notebook, just gone and been a rom-com guy. And he instead was like, I'm going to make interesting movies.
he didn't want to step on Dane Cook's territory. They're good friends. He was like, Dane, you're doing
like-
all these rom-coms.
He was like,
I don't
no,
want to take your movies.
I'm not going to become a rom-com heartthrob off the back of The Notebook. I'm going to go play a crack-addicted middle school teacher.
Wait, which one is that? Is that Place Beyond the Pines?
Half
Is that Half
Nelson. Half
Yeah.
Nelson.
Half Nelson is. I remember liking that. It's kind of like, yeah, Matthew McConaughey was a rom com guy, and then got his chance to do,
Yeah, and
his serious weird stuff.
he was trying so hard to get out of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Ryan Gosling's like, nope, that's not happening to me. I'm going right into the weird stuff.
Hold
Yeah.
on. I'm on the Drive wiki. I clicked back to it, and there's a little bit here about Christina Hendricks. Having seen photos of Christina Hendricks and finding her very beautiful, Refn's wife recommended her for the role of Blanche.
Oh, okay.
Did she actually, or was he like, I need you to say it was you that thought she was beautiful?
Look, maybe she's just a big fan of Mad Men and was like, we need Joan in this movie.
Get Joan in this movie now. Stat. Get her stat. Because she's in his next movie too.
Oh, really?
Not the
Neon Demon?
Yeah, she's in Neon
Oh.
Demon. I think she's one of the models that, spoiler alert, eats one of the other models.
Oh, I haven't seen it, so thanks for the spoiler.
Well, I mean, if you've seen a trailer for the movie, the cannibalism is very heavily implied. It's a metaphor for the modeling lifestyle will eat you alive, Matt. Come on. Matt Fresh, not Matt Jones. Just so the
Oh, yeah,
listeners,
yeah.
just so the listeners know, I'm not berating our guest.
The listeners know.
my gosh.
The listeners know. They have very good keen senses. It's the viewers you got to pay attention to.
Ooh, another thing. Yeah, hey viewers. No, we do that to our viewers, Matt Jones. Don't worry.
Okay,
They
okay.
they love it. It's an inside joke. They get it. They're laughing.
Okay,
They're laughing at
it's
home.
shared.
Yeah, they've loved it ever since we appeared in GQ, which we need to start
Should
harping on
mention
more.
that more.
Is this the best usage since Terminator 2 of the LA River?
I was going to say, I think this movie is as close as any movie has ever come, like an LA movie, of matching how Michael Mann films LA.
It's just, yeah, man. It just makes you want to
Yeah.
go. Makes you want to go check. It's like, man, that place looks really beautiful. Forget that all these mobsters are killing each other. This place looks great.
Yeah, it looks great, and it's just filled with a seedy underbelly, but it's also really cool.
Yeah. That is a CD kind of cool, or a cool kind of CD.
There's just something about Gosling in an LA movie. He's this, The Nice Guys, Blade Runner 2049's LA, right?
He goes all over.
La La Land. Like the man loves the city, and the city loves the man. I think he was in LA for a little bit for Hail Mary. I think him and Rocky stop off for a nightcap. Uh anything else? Anything else we like, dislike? Anything we want to glaze?
Blaze.
Yeah, all the dads are saying glaze these days.
Oh, interesting. So what,
Oh,
like, in what sense?
I don't know. I don't know. High written. I don't know. I don't know. I'm old. I'm getting old, Matt Jones. Forgive
Are
me.
are people saying glaze?
I
Yeah.
mean, Nick is saying it, so somebody's got to
Okay.
be saying it.
Okay. Yeah. I'm into it. I think, yeah, I just push again once more, and I hadn't thought about it until I think it came up, but the toothpick, I think, is just excellent.
It is a really nice touch.
Yeah, yeah.
The
Never been a
the
toothpick guy. Know people use them, but yeah.
if I go to a nice diner, I'll get they usually have a toothpick at the register. And I'll grab one and like just I'll have it in my mouth for the rest of the day.
If I see a toothpick, I become a toothpick guy. But like, I
Mm.
never really think of like having a toothpick. But I watched this movie, and I've just the last few days I've been thinking I need a toothpick.
Oh, yeah, and he puts it behind his ear at one point, I
He
think.
He's so cool.
he asked the little kid, "You want a toothpick?" And I almost answered to the screen like I was watching Dora.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
give me a
wow.
toothpick, Mr.
Yeah,
Driver
I
Man.
want a toothpick. I want a toothpick, and I want that jacket. It's 2011 all over again.
Wow.
The two last things that come to mind for me are the stunt driver mask that he wears for his rampage at the end.
Haunting.
Great creepy stuff. Just him
Yes.
staring through that window. I forgot about that shot, and I'm like, oh fuck. I was watching this in the middle of the night, and I was like, oh, that's unsettling.
That was
I need to
great.
I need to make sure someone's not staring through my window. And then speaking of staring, the staring contest throughout. So he does staring contest with Benicio throughout, and then you kind of have a staring contest with him at the end, like wondering if he's still alive or not. I've always loved that. I always thought that was a great little rule of threes. As a comedy guy, that really gets me rock hard. So fan of that. Yeah, that's all. That's it.
Yeah, this might be one of, I don't know, maybe top 5 coolest movies. It's just a cool movie.
Yeah.
Again, I was gonna say I wonder how this didn't get nominated for Best Picture, but it's too cool for the Academy. The Academy's a bunch of fucking dorks.
I think that might be right, yeah. It probably, like, tipped its cool quotient, like, a little bit too much to get into, like, the serious consideration.
They're like, "Oh my god, I could never pull off that jacket."
Yeah, they're like, "Oh my,"
Incredible.
like, "Oh, a
Have you
crime
guys ever
thriller?"
seen
Not
have you ever
crime.
seen a guy wearing the scorpion jacket out in the world?
I might have,
No.
not in real life, but I may have seen a couple at like conventions.
Okay.
But if
I
I,
don't think
s-
I've ever seen one.
I haven't seen one either, but it had to have been popular
Oh, yeah.
I wonder. Hold on. Let me see if I can find one. And let's see. Drive
because that's
Scorpion
still a popular
jacket.
Halloween costume. It's gotta be. It's such a cool jacket.
Yeah. Undoubtedly, people were buying and wearing it.
I wouldn't be surprised if people still dress up like that for Halloween.
Yeah.
And I will say, I was sitting there watching it, and I was like, I wonder. I was trying to remember, like, does this movie make a Scorpion and the Frog reference? And then he does it at the end. I was like, yes, there we go. All right,
Yeah.
just wanted to make sure you guys did it. I just want to make sure you guys did it because it's right there. Thank you. But now I also think someone should have been wearing a frog jacket to really make it work.
You think Albert Brooks should have had a frog jacket?
He should have had a frog jacket.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, people are
That-
selling replicas on Etsy.
Yeah, that's
How
probably
much?
the one spot. I'm seeing one for 200 here.
I mean,
Ooh, okay.
even as not that long ago, people are posting on Reddit, where can I buy the Drive jacket?
Yep. Speaking of GQ, where Stand and Watch once appeared for an article, There's a piece here. Meet the Scorpion Kings who still wear the drive jacket.
Oh yeah, I see
An
that
Whoa.
article
from
from 2023.
2023. So again, not that long ago. This is
You
this
know
is
that?
a hot commodity. It was cool in 2011 and it's still cool today.
Yeah.
We should get the jackets for our future episode. We should definitely buy some jackets and then have Matt Jones back and just not even talk about a movie, just talk about our jackets the entire time.
And what did they call the group? The Dragon Kings?
The
Or no,
Scorpion
the Scorpion
Kings.
Kings. Yeah, the Scorpion Kings.
Do you think
Wow.
there's one guy in that group who thinks they're Scorpion Kings like from The Mummy? Like he thinks they're a
Oh, wow.
reference to that, and then they're like, "No, man, Drive, man. Scorpion King sucks."
I had
I
that song.
do you know how like back in the day, like when men would go through a midlife crisis with their friends, they'd all join like they'd start a biker gang together. I think what we should all do is when we go through our midlife crisis, we all get those jackets and some toothpicks, and we just become like a Ryan Gosling cosplay gang.
Can we
That
get the
is
stunt?
yeah.
Can we get the stunt mask too?
We get the mask, we get the driving gloves. Has anybody ever looked cool in driving gloves?
Oh, those are incredible. Wow. Yeah, that's a low investment midlife crisis. I mean, I'm into that. Yeah. Cheaper than a car or a motorcycle.
Yeah, we'll become Ryan Gosling guys.
All right, let's rank this bad boy. What does everybody give Drive out of 5?
I give it a 4.5.
Picky Matthew. Picky Matthew. I'm
Look,
giving
I
it
was
5.
I was gonna give
Okay.
it a 5, and then you started talking about his money scheme, and I was like, I don't understand it.
Yeah. I almost talked myself into a 4.5 with Brooks not having a frog jacket, but I'm gonna keep it at 5.
Okay, I would say the frog jacket would bring me to 5, but I'd say strong 4.5. Yeah.
Okay, all right. I mean, I don't know why you guys hate cinema, but okay. And then
Yeah.
dad movie. This is 100% dad movie, right?
Oh, absolutely.
There's nothing. Dads see it. They instantly want a toothpick. They want the jacket. They want to get in the car and go vroom vroom. They hear the engine. They're like, well, that's not a V6, but whatever.
That's a compelling case. Yeah.
Yeah, this has everything a father, really anything a man looks for. It's just in life in general. Cool silent guy, cool jacket, eating pie alone in a diner, threatening to punch someone's teeth in for talking to you, moody
It's a
music,
good.
driving at night, bleeding out alone.
Wow.
You like that? You like
What a
that
dream.
bleeding? You like that bleeding out alone thing?
It's a fantasy I often have.
Oh God!
I'm always
Just
on the lookout for some snowy steps.
Just on the snowy steps after you found out that you're not the chosen one. That's it. That's all you need.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
thought it was you? You thought it was fucking you, man?
I can't see an element of this movie that dads wouldn't just be like, hell yeah.
I'll buy it. Yeah.
He'd buy that for $1. Yeah, I think 100%. 100%.
Yeah. I mean, even
You
Ron
know,
Perlman coming in like a cartoon character, they'll just be like, oh, Ron Perlman, hell yeah.
hell yeah. They'll be like, well, I think he's overselling it, but you know what? Hell yeah, Ron Perlman, we love him.
Yeah.
You know what I wouldn't buy for $1 are the IMDb goofballs. These are people who watch movies and then hop onto IMDb to complain about some pedantic, am I using that word right? Pedantic thing
Yeah.
that doesn't matter, that no one should care about. And sometimes, you know what? They're so nitpicky, but then they don't read back what they've written and there's spelling errors all over the place. And I just think, what are you doing? You're just creating more stuff that, like, you should be writing a goof about your goof because you misspelled half of this goof.
And it's always
And
Neil deGrasse Tyson. Every single time
there
for
it
every
is.
single
Yeah.
movie.
That is a
That-
very Neil deGrasse. That's how I associate it, primarily with being him, because he was the Titanic guy, right? Where he was like, "Oh, the stars are wrong."
Yeah, he did that. That is him. And he's done things like that for other movies as well.
Oh, okay. Wow.
The more I hear about him, the more I want to stuff him in a locker.
You know what's crazy about that though? James Cameron went back and fixed it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Jimmy,
Wow.
you didn't have to.
For
Jimmy,
some
you didn't have to do that.
he went back for like he's like yeah, Neil deGrasse Tyson was like actually the stars were aligned differently, and so for like the next re-release, James Cameron fixed it.
Okay. Wow.
The stars spell out "fuck you, Neil." If you trace them, they spell "fuck you, Neil." That's
I would
canon now. You
I
have
w
to accept
I
that.
wouldn't put it past old Jimmy Cameron.
He's a spiteful man. I've got mine right here. It's a long one, so get ready. Everybody buckle up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in the driver's seat for this one. About 77 minutes in, Bernie stabs Cook in the eye with a fork. Then he stabs him in the throat, severing Cook's corroded artery. This particular artery is under tremendous pressure. When it is quickly severed, blood will spray very far, several feet at least, and up to 6 to 8 feet or more. However, when Bernie stabbed him, blood simply flowed down his chest. This is not at all authentic. It becomes authentic if instead of the corroded artery, which carries bright red oxygenated blood, he stabbed the close by darker blood carrying jugular vein, which is far less pressure. While it is true that blood pressure in the jugular vein is under much less pressure, the inflicted wound is horizontal to the ground and would have greatly severed the corroded artery, or even arteries as well. I read this one and thought, this is a psychopath. This is someone who is doing,
Listen.
This is someone who's slitting some meat.
I think that whatever psychopath wrote yours also wrote mine, okay?
Oh my God.
Here we go. Very unrealistic to think that one would be able to compress to a thin layer the bones of the face, even with repetitive and forceful hits with the sole of a shoe onto the floor of an elevator. It would require much harder surfaces, and the head would roll. The shoe would slip on the fresh blood. A real mess, but not that kind of gory Hollywood sensational mess. This is the these are the words of a man who has stomped a head in and watched this movie and thought, that's not how it works.
Have we stumbled upon an IMDb goof serial killer?
I think we might have. Neil, what did you do?
Neil, stop.
Wow, those go really deep. I mean, it does make me something that I've been kind of thinking about in relation to those recently is that like I have no real concept for what like extreme violence looks like in real life because thankfully I live in a life in a world where I haven't like seen it. So then sometimes like in movies I think, "Oh, is this like how close do they get to something like that? Like how close does the representation get?" I think it's because I just like watched this documentary that kind of had like the faintest gesture of that kind of like real violence. And then I was thinking to myself, like, this seems fake. But I was saying about a real thing, I think because I've seen so many fake violence scenes.
Did you type these, Matt? Were these you? Were these you, Matt Jones?
This is just something that's been on my mind.
Did you have any IMDb goofs you wanted to share, Matt?
Actually, you guys, those were really really good, really deep. The only one I had seen was about the light having changed, obviously between one of the reshoot scenes, which isn't as big as those, but it just strikes me as something again that I would never catch. I would never notice these things.
Every time I remember as a kid reading the ones where people were like, you can see the boom mic and shot bloody blah at time point bloody blah. And I just remember always being like, why are you, who cares?
I remember always reading people who, posted things like, his water is half full, and in the very next shot, it's 3/4 full, and in the next shot after that, it is half full again. Who cares? Why are you looking at his glass of water?
Yeah. The man
You
was
think-
thirsty, and then he spit some of it back out into the cup, and then he drank it again, okay?
I guess it's someone's. Don't they have like continuity people on set, right?
Yes.
They
So-
do. They do, but I think sometimes when it just comes to the cuts, like they'll be like,
Yeah.
"All right, well,
Yeah.
I like this. I like him saying this at this point and that at that point," and then I think the water levels in between them just get lost at that point. But also, it's one of those things where it's like, well, nobody should be looking that close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the Harrison Ford story where Mark Hamill was like, I think our, we're in this trash compactor. Our hair should be wet in this scene, no? And Harrison Ford's like, if they're looking at our hair, we've done something wrong.
Right, right. They've lost control.
Yeah.
It is like my wife will be pretty spot on with some of this stuff because like we live in a really old house, and so she got really into making sure that we could take care of our really old house. So now when we watch movies with houses that involve old historical houses, she's spotting out like, oh, that style of Eve didn't go on a four-square house until the 1940s. So
But
A
see,
lot of-
that's cool though. That's like cool. Like your wife is like sharing like some knowledge as opposed to like that glass is half full now and it wasn't before.
Sure,
Yeah,
sure. Yeah.
yeah. Here's some interesting esoteric knowledge versus actually that's not how a head would actually get stomped in.
Actually, when Luke
Those-
when when Luke and Han went into the trash compact, the hair not being wet totally took me out of it. I'd like to
I-
take you out. All right. Anyone got a
Mm.
dad joke?
Oh, I do.
I
I
had
won't.
one, but then I lost the drive to write it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
What does Matt Fresh have? Let's see if he
Alright.
one ups me here.
Um, you can really tell this movie takes place in LA because the driver, he's really in a jam.
Boo, boo.
I mean, comparatively, I racked my brain for a while trying to come up with a dad joke.
I
And
you know,
It is
I
the hardest
still
it is the hardest segment of the show.
yeah, yeah, it's on its face, the genre doesn't get enough credit, I would say, from having to try and think of one. Now I guess I can appreciate how they're constructed a bit more.
Yeah, we often ourselves are just like, "Nope, no joke."
yeah, we're just like, actually, no. And I say that as a dad who makes dad jokes often. I'm like, no, you know what? This movie was funny enough. You don't get any more yucks here at the end. No, sir.
That's
You know
fair.
what? You know what we do need to do? We need to create an movies based on LA scale. Like I think this is the best, and then down at the other end is Ambulance,
How dare you?
right?
How dare you?
Right. It's we'll call it the Ambulance drive scale.
How dare you?
Is that Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, I haven't seen it, but I remember seeing online discourse about it.
Jake Gyllenhaal is most erratic. That's the one. That's the one that they had a clip. They had a behind the scenes clip go viral of like one of the crashes like going off the rails and almost smashing into a crew, like a set of the
Oh,
crew. Yeah, yeah, and it's just not a fun movie. Not a good movie.
Very good movie.
Gyllenhaal.
Very good movie.
Gyllenhaal at his worst.
what would fall in the middle of that scale?
What would fall in the middle of that scale? You know what? Just because I'm looking at it, probably like Baby Driver.
That's not an
That's
LA movie.
That's L.A.
No, that's Atlanta.
Is that Atlanta?
That's Atlanta.
Wow. I don't know what would you put in the middle of the? 'Cause
I don't know.
I think Nightcrawler would be towards the front.
I'm putting Heat above Drive
Hmm,
Okay. All right.
on the scale. If we're talking top of the scale, I'm putting Heat at it would be the not Ambulance because Ambulance rules and Heat.
Well, Drive is not going towards the middle either. Are you putting Ambulance in the middle, you sick fuck?
I would put it close to the middle than the bottom.
Buh. But this is to discuss for another episode. We need to spin the wheel real quick.
Yes, we have to cut away to a totally live, not pre-recorded wheel spin. Whoa! Look at that.
Ah,
It's still happening. It's still happening. Crazy.
we haven't broken the time loop. What is happening?
I don't know, but let's get out of this as quick as possible. I'm spinning the wheel.
This is the most tormented wheel we've ever had. We just keep looping. We keep looping. Oh. I don't
Moneyball.
get the reaction. Ah, okay, all right.
Moneyball.
This one is only a little depressing. This one's only a little depressing
Is it depressing?
because it's the system that is basically ruining everything now. Everything's being moneyballed to death.
Yeah. Yeah. Mostly by the rich
Ki-
teams.
I kind of want to kick Michael Lewis in the balls. Fucking asshole. It is not streaming anywhere in the States, of course. So I will have to go to my local library to get it.
I own this movie because it rules. But if you are in Canada and don't own this movie, you can watch this on CTV, Crave, and Amazon Prime. Although you might need stars for Amazon Prime.
What a cast. I mean, of course, you got Brad Pitt, but then you got fat Jonah Hill, you got fat Chris Pratt, got Robin Wright, you got Philip Seymour Hoffman still.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Apparently, I don't remember Philip Seymour Hoffman in this.
He's the manager.
Okay, for some reason I thought Philip Seymour Hoffman was. No, wait, never mind. Yeah, he is the manager. Yep,
Yeah.
you're right. For some reason, I kept thinking he was like the owner of the team, but I think it was an older guy, an older feller.
Former CEO of Activision, Bobby Kotick, is in this.
No, stop it.
He is. He's in it.
Why?
He has a cameo.
Why?
He's there. He has a scene with Brad Pitt.
First that Canadian asshole and fucking Marty Supreme, and now this. Fuck these guys. It's not enough to have the money. You need the attention too. Go fuck
Yep.
yourself.
Yep.
Go fuck yourself. Bobby Kotick, if you're watching.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Or if you're hey, anyone, if you know Bobby Kotick, tell him personally Nick Kaufman said to sit and spin, bitch.
Do the splits on it. Anyway, let's get back to, I believe, our guest.
Let's loop back to our guest.
Yeah.
And we're back. Yeah, hey, go watch that movie. I already told you to go watch it, but go watch it again. Matt Jones, thank you so much for joining us today. Where can people keep up with you on the internet?
Nick, you silly bastard. You always forget this. It's the questionnaire.
Oh no, the questionnaire. I forgot about the questionnaire.
Every time you lull our guests into a false sense of security before I give them this extremely important and analytical quiz.
Matt started closing his tabs and everything. And I could see him sliding out of his shoes. And now he's like sliding back into them.
I love a questionnaire. Yeah.
Okay.
I love a questionnaire.
My kind of guy. Mr. Matt Jones, I have with me here 15 questions that just answer from the heart. Whatever comes to you, just spit it out. And through your answers, our listeners, probably not the viewers, but the listeners, because they're smart people, will be able to use this data and determine just how dad you are.
Mhm. Perfect.
Question 1. Do you think you could land an airplane in an emergency?
Like a 737, like a passenger airplane?
Any kind of airplane.
No.
Okay. What is your favorite action movie?
My favorite action movie would probably have to be. That's good.
Remember, there are no wrong answers except for the final question.
Yeah, there are no wrong answers. I really enjoy. I kind of like I like Alien. Is that actiony enough?
The first, like the original?
Yeah, I really like the original Alien. I also like The Last Action Hero with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay. I will accept both of those.
Still need to see that last one.
All right. Question 3. What is the movie that when you see it on TV, you drop the remote and watch?
Shawshank Redemption.
Heavy movie. Oh, Shawshank's on. I need to sit down.
Yeah, I've probably seen it a million times.
Look, some people just dream of escaping from prison and going to Mexico. Question 4. How often do you think about the Roman Empire?
Never.
Okay. Have you ever watched a movie standing up? And if so, what's the longest you've lasted before sitting?
Yeah, probably not a whole movie, but I've probably lasted 10 minutes, I would say.
Okay. If you were stranded on a deserted island, what movie would you want with you?
Oh, God, I feel like whatever movie and I can watch it? I have the
Y-
equipment to watch it?
You have it's the only equipment you have on this island is the equipment to watch this movie. You, you don't
Okay.
you don't have to
Uh,
watch it nonstop, but it's there since there's no other means of escape.
God, I mean, whatever movie it's gonna be, I'm gonna end up having a really weird relationship with it. Maybe, Saving Silverman?
Okay. Okay. Question 7. How many works of Taylor Sheridan have you seen?
Oh, shit. I've seen Lioness. I don't know, he's made so much stuff that maybe I've seen stuff that I don't know that I've seen, but I've seen Lioness. Yeah.
Okay. If a loved one was kidnapped, which movie character would you most emulate while attempting a daring rescue?
Probably the driver from Drive. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So this is lending credence to that you are the one who posted those IMDb goofs about killing people.
Ugh.
Question 9. Do you let others touch the thermostat?
Exclusively. I have no interaction with it.
Okay. What is the best sandwich?
The best sandwich. Oh, wow. I really like, I guess if I'm trying to think of like a recent sandwich I've had that's been really good. I had like a very kind of good mushroom based uh what are the like a cheesesteak, but it was mushroom based instead of steak. That was a
Okay.
really great sandwich to me.
Okay. Okay. Who is the best Jack? Bauer, Reacher, or Ryan?
Uh Reacher.
Even after he beat up his neighbor? Wow, okay.
That neighbor
In-
had it coming.
an incredible move. Yeah.
Um, what are your favorite movie quote?
Uh it might be from First Reformed when Ethan Hawke is kind of like very desperately somebody has to do something. Yeah, I think about that all the time.
Right. Who is the coolest movie character?
Well, I feel like my instinct is to go with what we've been talking about. I think I can earnestly say that's the coolest I've felt about a movie character in a very long
It's
time.
a, it's valid. It's a it, again. There's no wrong answers, but that might be the right answer.
Mm.
Question 14. What is your favorite dad joke?
Wow. I got to tell you, my diet of dad jokes is probably really lacking. Like, I don't know when I've encountered one in the wild recently, and it may be because I'm not super linked in to a ton of dads.
Okay. You don't have like one that just that's always in your back pocket.
Always in my back pocket.
Yeah.
Wow. My my sincere response is I have no idea.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a valid answer. And finally, what is the best Tom Cruise movie?
Oh shit. Wow. Okay. Seen a lot of them. So this is actually something I'm invested in. What is the best Tom Cruise movie? Man, there's so many. I guess I would say that I really like Jerry Maguire.
I was wondering when we would get one. We finally got one, everybody.
Oh
Has
yeah?
has none of the guests said Jerry Maguire?
I don't think anyone has said Jerry Maguire. We'd have to go back and listen to the tapes, but I don't think we
That
had one.
actually makes me want to go back to the quote question. But no, I mean that can stand. But saying Jerry Maguire now in my mind reminds me that like you are the ambassador of Guan is something that I think about often.
All right. Well, that is it for the dad questionnaire, Mr. Matt Jones. your dadness is now known.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let the
Well, thank
listeners judge. Let
Yeah.
the viewers also judge, but also they're viewers, so who cares what they think?
Yep. It's not for us to say, and so we cannot tell you, but the audience knows, and they will have it in their hearts.
I have an idea.
Matt Jones, thank you again. Now I can do this properly. Matt Jones, thank you again for joining us. Where can people keep up with you if they want to keep up with you on the internet, or if you want to share your personal address or your social security number? This is the
Sure.
place to do it.
Sure. I've got a podcast. I just finished the first season called I'm Not Crying, which you've joined me on, Nick. And mostly though, my kind of bread and butter is writing. So I do have a writing website. I can be relatively easily found among many Matt Joneses on the internet.
I've never thought about that. Because I think, having my name, not too many Nick Kaufmans out there, but I have run into one or two. I couldn't imagine being a Matt Jones. I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, there's like a handful of like I've thought about doing a thing to where I like reach out to every Matt Jones who has a writing website who's also a writer. Yeah.
That would be cool. That would be really cool. You should get on the r/Matt subreddit.
Our Matt, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Ah, that could be
I've
dark.
been on there. They're
Oh really?
they're a bunch of degenerates.
I believe it.
Our Nick is where it's at.
I don't think so.
Hell yeah.
How dare they?
We will link to Matt Jones's website. We don't know which one, but one of them.
Oh yeah, for
One
sure.
one of the Matt Joneses will be linked in the show notes of this episode.
It could be the
Okay.
Matt Jones on this episode. We don't know. We'll get that from we'll get
You know
that
what?
from you after, Matt.
Let's just link all of them just to be safe.
We'll just link all of them, and you'll find.
That's all I
You'll just have
ask.
to click through. It'll be a fun little game. It'll
Yeah.
be a fun little game.
Be like, where's Waldo? Where's Matt Jones?
Where is Matt Jones? And you've got a second season of the podcast planned, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm gonna give myself a moment to recalibrate and think through the plan, and then I'll be back.
Very, very brave of you getting guest on Reddit. I think that's where you and I met.
Yeah. It turned out well though, I think. Yeah, overall.
But now that I know that you're writing those IMDb goofs about blood and it gushing out, I don't know, man. I'm
Hey.
like, I did meet him on Reddit, so it's all adding up.
I mean, that's one of
It's
the
good to have hobbies.
it's one of the things he's crying about. That's not how a head gets bashed in.
Guilt. Yeah.
Matt, thanks again. We'll have
All
to
right,
have
thanks,
you on
guys.
again in the near future. Matt, take it. Matt Fresh, take us home.
Yes. Like and subscribe if you're, a viewer, and leave a review. I'm not going to tell you what kind of review. That you're the pilot of your own life, and tell your friends, tell your family, whatever you do, don't tell your mother.